Hi, welcome dear students. How are you? I hope all of you are well. Students, in this video I am going to discuss about the chapter excretory products and their elimination. So you watch this video till end. First student, we have to know what is called excretion. Student, all of you know when in your home tree is prepared. Okay, tree is prepared. First, what you do before drinking the tree, you just eliminate the tree leaves. We have to eliminate tree leaves. Okay, we use the net and we just pour the tree in this net and tree leaves are excrete out, tree leaves are eliminates. Yes or no? Tree leaves are stored here and we get the pure tree. Yes or no? So like that student, in our body, which metabolic waste material are produced? What is called the metabolic waste material? In our body, what's metabolic waste material are produced? Metabolic waste material are produced. They have to be eliminated from our body. They have to be excrete out. They have to excrete out from our body. The process of excrete out of the metabolic waste material from our body is known as the excretion. Before that we have to know what is metabolic waste material. Student, you look which protein we eat. Okay, we are talking about the nitrogenous waste product. Which protein we have ate, they are changed into the, after the metabolism they are changed into the what, look student, after metabolism protein change into the three products: ammonia, urea and uric acid. Okay, where in our living cell this protein what we eat, this protein change into the ammonia, urea and uric acid in our body. This ammonia, urea and uric acid, if deposit in our body, it causes harm in our body, so that we have to eliminate. Okay, we have to eliminate from our body. And the process of elimination of metabolic waste from our body is called excretion. Okay, so you understood what is called excretion, and all of you know in our body there have the excretory system, and function of this excretory system is to eliminate the excretory product. Now you look student, process of excretion. On the basis of excretory material, there are three types of excretion: ammonotelism, ureotelism and uricotelism. Okay, the process of excretion, on the basis of process of excretion. So student, which animal excrete the ammonia? Which animal excrete ammonia? These animals is known as the ammonotelic animals, and their process of excretion is known as the ammonotelism. Again I am telling which animals excrete ammonia as a metabolic waste material from their body. This animal is known as the ammonotelic animals, and their process of excretion is known as the ammonotelism. Okay, and student, which animal excrete urea? These animals are known as the uricotelic animal. And their process of excretion is known as the ureotelism. And which animals excrete uric acid? acid. Their process of excretion is known as the Uricotelism, and this animals is known as the Uricotelic animals. So student, first we look which animals excrete the ammonia. Student, we have to know ammonia is a very dangerous waste product. If it is deposited in the animal's body for some time, these animals will be died. Okay. Not only that, to eliminate the ammonia, need the excess amount of water. So student, which animal live in the water? Basically, bony fish, aquatic amphibians, and aquatic insect. They got the lots of water to eliminate the ammonia. Okay, they eliminate the ammonia from their body surface also and from their gills also. By the process of diffusion, this ammonia excrete out from their body. Okay. Next you look urea. You know, from human body urea is eliminated. Okay. Actually in our body also ammonia is produced. This ammonia convert into the urea in the liver. Then along with the blood, this urea come to the kidney. And kidney eliminate the urea from the blood. Okay. So to eliminate the urea require the less amount of water. Okay. So which organisms are the uricotelic animal? You look, many terrestrial amphibians. Terrestrial amphibians means which amphibians lives in the land, and marine fishes and mammals. Student, you may can ask why marine fishes excrete the urea? I tell, in the ocean water or sea water, water is very salty. It is not able to usable. It is not usable by this animal. So they change the ammonia into the urea because they get the less amount of water. And mammals excrete the urea. They can use the water more time. Okay. Next you look uricotelic animals. You know which animals excrete the uric acid from their body is known as the uricotelic animals, and their process of excretion is known as the ureotelic excretion. Which animals? Reptiles, birds and land snails. Reptiles basically snake, birds and lizard also. Okay. Actually this uric acid are eliminate in form of pellet. Uric acid eliminate from their body in form of pellet. What is pellet? Actually pellet is like that. You look student, this is the pellet. Okay. You look, this is the pellet. Means this part is known as the uric acid and this part is the, what is this? This is the excreta or undigested food part, and this is the uric acid. You know, this is eliminate from the lizard body. I collect from a lizard. Okay, this is the uric acid and this part is the undigested food material which is come outside, and this complete part is known as the pellet. And these animals means lizard like reptiles and birds, they use the very less amount of water, and they use very less amount of water to excrete the metabolic waste product. So they change their metabolic waste product into the uric acid and eliminate from their body. Now student, we learn about the different excretory structures of different animal. You look student, protonephria or flame cell. You look, protonephria or flame cells are the excretory structure of the platyhelminthes. Okay, platyhelminthes like the flatworm, like the rotifer, some annelids and the cephalochordates like the amphioxus. Okay, nephridia is the tubular excretory structures of the earthworm, and Malpighian tubules are the excretory structures of the most of the insects including the cockroach. Okay. You look the structure of protonephridia. This is the structures of protonephridia. This is the structures of protonephridia. So student, you have learned protonephridia is the structures found in the earthworm and platyhelminthes. You look, this is also the platyhelminthes or flatworm. They having the protonephridia, or they also known as the flame cell. You look this one, this is the flame cell, this one is the flame cell, and flame cells are the excretory structures of the platyhelminthes and earthworm. Okay, then you look Malpighian tubule. You look student, Malpighian tubule. Malpighian tubules is the excretory structures of the most of the insect. Malpighian tubules is the excretory structures of the most of the insect, and by the help of Malpighian tubule, this insect basically excrete the uric acid. Okay, this is the Malpighian tubule. Okay, and you have to learn annelids have the nephridia for their elimination of excretory material. Now you look student, excretory system of the human. You know system. What is system? System is made up of so many organs. Which organs are associated there? There have one pair of kidney, and here you look, this is the dorsal aorta. Through this dorsal aorta, blood is entered inside the kidney, and after the purification of the blood, it will come back through the vena cava. This vena cava is known as the inferior vena cava. Okay, then you look, this is the kidney, and inside the kidney what is formed? After the excretion and after the elimination of the excretory material, basically urea, this urea mixed with the water and form the urine, and this urine is come to the urinary bladder through ureter. This ureter is arise from the kidney and reach to the urinary bladder, and through ureter, urea along with the water, that means urine, come to the urinary bladder. Okay, and deposit the urine for the some time in the urinary bladder, and when urinary bladder become full, then through urethra it will come outside from our body. Look student, again you look the functions of this excretory system. This is known as the aorta, and name of this aorta is dorsal aorta. Through this dorsal aorta, the excretory waste material containing blood come to the kidney. Now you look in this portion, the dorsal aorta is subdivided into two parts. Okay, and this part entered in this kidney, and this part entered in this kidney. Okay, you look, this is known as the renal artery. This is known as the renal artery. Dorsal aorta subdivided into two parts. This is known as the renal artery. This renal artery entered in this kidney, and this renal artery entered in this kidney. Okay, and this renal artery carry the excretory waste material containing blood inside the kidney. Okay, and inside the kidney, you know, inside a one kidney there have the millions of nephron, and this nephron is the functional unit of the kidney, and they eliminate the excretory material, means urea, from the blood and from the urine. And when blood become purified, this blood have to go back to the blood, to the body. Then you look, there have the blue color, this is the vein. This material, what this material means, purified blood have to come back to the body. First this purified blood come to the renal vein, and this renal vein joined with the what, the vena cava or inferior vena cava. This renal vein joined with the inferior vena cava, and purified blood go back to the body. Okay, and which urine is produced, that will come to the urinary bladder through the ureter, and when urinary bladder become full, through urethra it will eliminate from the body. Student, one point have to be noted, that urethra is present in the male body and vulva is present in the female body. Now you look, this is the structures of one kidney, and that is the longitudinal section of a kidney. Student, you have to know what's the length of the kidney, what's the weight of the kidney. The length of the kidney is 10 to 12 centimeter and weight of the kidney is 5 to 7 centimeter. Length of the kidney is 10 to 12 centimeter and weight of the kidney is 5 to 7 centimeter, and kidney is covered with a trapped capsule is known as the renal capsule. You look the structures of the kidney and you have to look the location of the kidney. You have to know this kidney, these two kidneys are located at the back side of the human body, not the ventral side. They are located at the dorsal side. Their location you have to know, last thoracic to third lumbar. There have the thoracic vertebrae. You have to know there have the 12 thoracic vertebrae. It is starting from the 12th thoracic vertebrae and end up to the third lumbar. Okay, you look this kidney, this kidney is slightly lowered in location. Why? There have the liver. Due to the location of the liver present here, this kidney is located slightly lower than this kidney. Next, you look the structures of kidney. There have the two regions of kidney. So first you have to know length of the kidney, 10 to 12 centimeter, the weight of the kidney, that is the 5 to 7 centimeter, and if you look the weight of the kidney, that is 2 to 3 centimeter, and weight of the kidney is 120 to 170 centimeter. The weight of the kidney is 120 to 170 centimeter. Okay, next you look, student, this kidney have the two region. This outer region is known as the cortex. This region is known as the cortex region. This region is known as the cortex region. This region is known as the medullary region. This region is known as the medullary region. I just point out, you look it, this region is known as the medullary region, and this outer region is known as the cortex region. Okay, so you look in the medullary region, there have the medullary pyramid. In the medullary region, there have the medullary pyramid, and this is known as the renal calyx. You look, this looks like the calyx. And in this portion of the kidney, you look, the renal artery enter and renal vein come outside. Not only that, the nerves is enter, and from that region also ureter is come outside. This region of the kidney is known as the hilum. And you look, the shape of the kidney, it is the bean shaped, like the rajma. You have eaten the rajma. Okay, this is the bean shaped. Okay, the structures of the kidney is like the bean shaped. Okay, so what you have to know, the structures of kidney, there have the two parts. Outer part is known as the cortex and inner part is known as the medulla. This region is known as the renal calyx, and this region, in which regions of the kidney renal artery entered and renal vein come outside and ureter is come outside from the kidney, is known as the hilum. Look this structure, the calyx. This is the part of the cortex. Okay, and medulla. And you look, the part of the cortex come inside the medulla. This is the part of the cortex come inside the medulla. This is known as the renal column. Okay, this is known as the renal column, and also called this column of botany. Okay, so this is the structure of kidney. Then you look, student, inside the kidney there have the so many functional unit. What's the name of this functional unit? The name of the functional unit is nephron. Okay, nephron. You look, this is the structure. This structure is known as the glomerulus. And inside the glomerulus, the blood vessels enter. Okay, this blood vessels is known as the afferent arteriole, and this blood vessels which is come outside from the Bowman capsule is known as the efferent arteriole. And inside the Bowman capsule, this red color structure which form the capillary, this capillary is known as the glomerulus. Again I tell, this region, this cup-shaped region is known as the Bowman capsule. This cup-shaped region is known as the Bowman capsule. Inside the Bowman capsule, renal artery enter. Inside the Bowman capsule, renal artery enter, and after that form the capillary. This capillary is known as the glomerulus. This capillary is known as the glomerulus, and after that this glomerulus come outside from the Bowman capsule. This is known as the efferent arteriole. Okay, you look, after that this from this region to this region is known as the renal tubules. From this region to this region is known as the renal tubule. This is the part of the nephron. This is the tubular part of the nephron, so it is known as the renal tubules. Okay, so you look, the first part of the renal tubule from here to here is known as the what? PCT or proximal convoluted tubule, and second part is known as the lobe of Henry or Henry's lobe, and third part is known as the DCT or distal convoluted tubules. Okay, then you look the efferent arteriole, which is emerged from the glomerulus, they form the capillaries surrounding the Henry's lobe. Okay, this is known as the vasa recta. Okay, this is known as the vasa recta, and after that DCT is collect in the collecting duct. DCT is collect in the collecting duct. Student, you look this figure, there have the two types of nephron. One is known as the cortical nephron and another one is known as the juxtaglomerular nephron. What is this? What's the difference between cortical nephron and juxtaglomerular nephron? You look, this part is known as the cortex. Okay, this part is known as the cortex and this part is known as the medulla. Okay, in case of cortical nephron, you look, lobe of Henry is not so longer, so lobe of Henry is short, so lobe of Henry is enter inside the medulla very short. Okay, lobe of Henry is very short, it is just enter in the medulla, but in case of juxtaglomerular nephron, lobe of Henry is very long, so it is entered inside the medulla. And what's the function? This cortical nephron is usually used when you drink so much amount of water and it's sufficient or optimum amount of water, but when you not get the sufficient amount of water or you forgot to drink, then your urine produce the concentrate. Okay, your concentrated urine is produced, so that in that case juxtaglomerular nephron just take so much water from the primary filtrate. Okay, so much amount of water from the primary filtrate and produce the concentrated urine. Student, first you look how you draw the human excretory system. You have to draw the human excretory system. You have to draw in that way. First you have to draw the two kidney. Okay, there have the two kidney, and position of the kidney, all of you know the position of the kidney. One kidney is located slightly lower than the another kidney. Okay, so I draw in that way, and you know there have the adrenal glands above the kidney. There you look, student, there have the dorsal aorta. This is the dorsal aorta, and this dorsal aorta carry the blood, and this blood contain the excretory waste material. And this excretory waste material have to eliminate from our body by the help of kidney. So this dorsal aorta is subdivided here and enter inside the kidney, and this is known as the renal artery. Okay, then you look, after entering in the kidney, this blood have to purify, means inside the blood which urea is there, inside the kidney there have the what? Nephron eliminate the urea from the blood, and after that purified blood have to go back to the body. Which blood vessels helps? That is known as the vena cava. Vena cava. So vena cava carry the purified blood to your body. Okay, you look, this is the vena cava. I draw here. This is the vena cava. Okay, and you look, this is known as the renal vein. This is known as the renal vein. Renal vein connect with the vena cava. Okay, and you look, there have the ureter, and ureter is arise from the kidney. Ureter is arise from the kidney, and this ureter is joined with the urinary bladder. This ureter is joined with the urinary bladder. This is known as the urinary bladder, student. This is the urinary bladder, and when this urinary bladder become full, means when so many urine become deposit inside the urinary bladder, it become full and it become expand, and then this urinary bladder send the signal to our brain, and so that we feel the urination. What is urination? Urination is the process of elimination of urine from our body. Okay, so student, I hope you understood the structure of human excretory system. This is the figure of human excretory system. Excretory system. Okay, so in that way blood is entered and purify here, and in that way purified blood is go back to our body. Then you look how you draw the structures of one kidney. How you draw the structures of one kidney? You look in that way. First you draw the structures. Okay, this is the structures. Okay, this is the, you look, first you draw the bean shaped structure. You know, because our kidney is bean shaped. Our kidney is bean shaped, and this is the renal capsule, and this is the covering of the kidney. I just quickly draw so that maybe diagram may be rough, don't mind, but you have to draw quickly, draw very sincerely. Okay, you look, this part is known as the renal cortex, and this is known as the medulla. There have the medullary pyramid. This is known as the medullary pyramid. So many medullary pyramid are located at the medullary region. So many medullary pyramid are located at the medullary region. This is the medullary region. So many medullary pyramid are located in the medullary region. Okay, and you look, this region is known as the renal cortex. This region is known as the renal cortex. This region is known as the medulla, cortex and medulla. Okay, and now you look in that region, along with this region, the renal calyx are joined. Renal calyx. What is this calyx? You look, this is known as the calyx. This is known as the calyx. I draw here, this is the calyx. Okay, this is the structures of calyx. This is the structures of calyx, student, and along with this calyx, you know, this is the part of the renal artery. This is the part of the renal artery. This is the part of the renal artery. This renal artery enter here. This is the part of the renal artery, and renal artery, you know, renal artery is the part of the vena cava. Okay, this is the renal artery, and this is the renal vein, student. This is, I draw in another color, this is the renal vein. Okay, this is the part of the renal vein, means after the purification of the blood, renal vein carry the purified blood from the kidney. Okay, and from that region arise the, what is this? Ureter. From this region arise the ureter, and ureter carry the urine from kidney to urinary bladder. I think you understood how you draw the structures of kidney, and this is, you look, which part of the cortex which is enter inside the medulla is known as the renal column. This is known as the renal column or column of botany. Okay, renal column or column of botany, and this is the structure of kidney. Structure of kidney. Structure of kidney. Okay. Now you look, student, you know the nephron is the structural and functional unit of kidney. Just to learn how to draw the structures of nephron. You look, student, this is first you have to draw the Bowman capsule. This capsule shaped structure, this cup shaped structure is known as the, what is this? Bowman capsule. This cup shaped structure is known as the Bowman capsule. You look, this cup shaped structure is known as the Bowman capsule, and from here renal tubules is arise. From here renal tubules is arise. Okay, this is known as the renal tubule, and you know, student, first part of the renal tubule is known as the proximal convoluted tubule, because this is located at the first portion or proximal region. It is also highly convoluted, and after that this proximal convoluted tubule PCT enter inside the medulla and form the hairpin shaped structure is known as the, what is this? This is known as the loop of Henry. This is known as the loop of Henry. This is the loop of Henry, and this part of the loop of Henry, this part of the loop of Henry is known as the descending region of the loop of Henry. This is the descending part of the loop of Henry, and this is known as the ascending part of the loop of Henry. This is the ascending part of the loop of Henry. Okay, you look, this is the ascending part of the loop of Henry, and after that you look, this region is known as the distal convoluted tubule. This is the distal convoluted tubule, and distal convoluted tubule are joined with the distal convoluted tubule is joined with the collecting duct. Distal convoluted tubule is joined with the collecting duct. Okay, you have to know so many distal convoluted tubule of so many nephron is collect with the collecting duct. Okay, so this collecting duct collect the urine and transfer it to the ureter. Okay, so you look first, then you look, this is the afferent arteriole. This is the afferent arteriole, means this arteriole carry the blood. Okay, and this blood contain the what? The urea, and after that it is form the capillary inside the Bowman capsule. It form the capillaries inside the Bowman capsule. Okay, and it form the capillaries inside the Bowman capsule, and after that it come outside. Okay, you look, student, this is known as the afferent arteriole and form the capillaries inside the Bowman capsule. This is known as the glomerulus, and this is known as the efferent arteriole, and efferent arteriole come outside, and this efferent arteriole come outside and form the capillaries at the site of renal tubules. Look, student, this region is known as the vasa recta. Efferent arteriole come and form the capillary at the site of loop of Henry or renal tubule is known as the vasa recta. So, student, you look the structures of nephron. This is the structure of nephron. This is the functional unit of kidney. So, how it perform the function? Through the renal artery, blood is entered. Okay, through the renal artery blood is entered. This blood contain the urea. Okay, our target is to eliminate the urea from the blood. Okay, when it is entered inside the glomerulus, this is known as the glomerulus. This capillary is known as the glomerulus. You tell after after entering inside the Bowman capsule, afferent arteriole form the capillaries is known as the glomerulus. The wall of the glomerulus is very thin, and inside this there have the so high pressure. Why is high pressure? You look, the diameter of the apparent arteriole is more than the diameter of the efferent arteriole. Okay, means which blood is eliminate, they can eliminate very slow rate, and which blood is enter, they can enter at high rate. So inside this there have the pressure is created. Due to this pressure and due to the thin membrane present in the glomerulus and Bowman capsule, this urea, water and some salt enter inside the Bowman capsule, and this is known as the glomerular filtrate. Here deposit, this is known as the glomerular filtrate or primary filtrate. This is known as the primary filtrate. Okay, in this primary filtrate contain lots of water. This primary filtrate contain the lots of water. Along with that there have the urea and there have the glucose also, and also have the amino acid. Okay, so our target is to eliminate the urea, and actually all constituent of the blood is deposited here. So it is known as the ultrafiltration. Why it is known as the ultrafiltration? Means every urea molecule is eliminated here, and all constituent of the plasma is deposited here, and they at the later stage they become reabsorbed. You look, then primary filtrate move through the renal, then I use the another color, pink color, then primary filtrate move through the renal tubules, first come to the PCT, then go to the loop of Henry, then it is just come down, so it is known as the descending loop of Henry. Through descending limb of Henry, this filtrate come down, then it will go upward. This is the ascending limb of Henry. Okay, then you look, then this go to the DCT, and after that it collect in the collecting duct. Okay, so when it is passed through the loop of Henry and this DCT, the useful material like the glucose, like the amino acid and sodium, they are absorbed. From where it is absorbed? Here to go to the blood vessels. You look, efferent arteriole from the capillary, means which useful substance are there in the primary filtrate. When primary filtrate is passing through the renal tubules, they have to reabsorb. Okay, so first steps of urine formation is the ultrafiltration. Second step is reabsorption, and third step is selective secretion. What is selective secretion? What's the useless material? Means you know, कुछ लेने के लिए कुछ देना भी पड़ता है, तो यूजफुल मटेरियल हैव टू टेक इन द ब्लड, कुछ ब्लड से यहीं पर देना भी पड़ता है. क्या देंगे? पोटेशियम आयन. Potassium ion go back from blood to here. Not only potassium ion, sodium ion come here to here, and potassium ion go here to here. Okay, and useful substance have to reabsorb the useful substance. What's useful substance has to reabsorb? Basically water, lots of water, because water is very important for our body. Okay, water is reabsorbed, and amino acid is reabsorbed, and glucose is reabsorbed, and through from renal tubules to the vasa recta, and when it is reabsorbed, go to the blood, along with the blood it go to our body. Okay, and what is selective secretion? Some useless substance like the potassium ion and urea which is already present in the blood, that will go from blood to here. So in that way form the urine, that is the urine process of urine formation. Okay, so you have to learn the primary filtration rate. In 1 minute how many primary filtrate deposit in the Bowman capsule is known as the primary filtration rate. Okay, that is 125 ml primary filtration rate, primary filtration rate or glomerular filtration rate is 125 ml per minute or 180 liter per day. Okay, 180 liter, you become surprised, 180 liter per day. But you eliminate the urine how much? That is the 1.5 liter only. Okay, but primary filtrate is deposit here in every nephron of the every kidney, 2 kidney, that is the 180 liters. So maximum amount of water means 99% of water become reabsorbed when this primary filtrate passing through the renal tubules. Okay, then after the reabsorption and selective secretion, which things is deposit in the collecting duct, from the collecting duct also water become reabsorbed. Okay, water become reabsorbed, and after that this collecting duct carry the urine, which in the at that region which things is there, that is known as the urine, and this urine go to the ureter, and through ureter it will go outside from our body. Okay, student, just recapitulate the topic. In this video what we learn the what is known as the excretion. The process of elimination of excretory material from our body is known as the excretion, and this is the excretory system of the human body, and we learn the different excretory systems of different animals. Okay, and this is the excretory system, and this is the human kidney, and we learn the functions of the excretory system, how blood is entered, and after purification how purified blood go back to our body through vena cava. Okay, and this is the kidney at that region, this is known as the hilum. Okay, this region, name of this region is known as the hilum. Okay, because at that region of the kidney, renal artery, renal vein, nerve and ureter is entered, is known as the hilum. Okay, and we also learn the functions of kidney. Then we learn the functions of nephron, that is the functional unit of kidney. Then we learn the function of nephron, and structures of nephron first learn, then we learn the functions of nephron, means how the nephron form the urine, and urine formation we have learned. First is ultrafiltration, means every components of the blood deposit in the Bowman capsule. There have lots of water, along with that urea and some useful substance. Then useful substance and water become reabsorbed, and in the blood which useless substance are there, like the potassium ion and urea, they will eliminate or secrete from blood to renal tubules, and after that in collecting duct form the urine, and this urine will go outside from our body. Okay, so student, I think this video will be helpful to you. Don't forget to support us by subscribing and sharing this video, and subscribe our channel. That will give us motivation when you subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching this video.